Alright. Let me go make sure that I'm actually live right now. So we are going to go over to live streaming. Give me a little bit here, guys. Oh, hello, people. Hold up, I'm still setting up here just real quick. Alright, first thing I gotta do is get into the live chat, because I can't see what y'all are saying. Hello, Taylor. Alright, that's part one, what I gotta do. Okay, so, welcome everyone to this live stream tutorial. I really don't have all that much time to be on, because Wednesday is a very busy day to me, but I will do my best to give y'all a run through of this, of my anatomy processes. Hey, Allery. I'm still setting up, I'm sorry. And also, I don't know how well the video feed is going to be. I'm recording off of my phone, so I don't really know how to do this. Hey, Echo, I am doing an anatomy tutorial. Alright. Alright, we got everyone in here now. Or at least, people. I'm going to tell y'all right now, the big thing that I do is, okay. Let me introduce, I'm all over the place, sorry. So the first thing that this video is about is anatomy and how I warm up every morning, or how I practice my anatomy. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, anatomy is a huge reason, is a huge part as to why I improved so fast over the past year. It was constant studying of real life and other people's styles. So I'm just saying anatomy is like really important here. So first thing I do every day is I go over to quickposes.com and I go over to the timed practices page. I'd show you guys what I'm doing off to the side on my computer right now, but I can't show you the screen without messing up my recording setup. So we're just gonna live with that. And I always start out with at least 5 to 10 minutes of blind contour studying. And I'll explain what timed contour studying is. So when you go into Quickposes, you're gonna have like this thing that you can choose what type of pose you want. You can have poses, faces, hands, feet, animals, etc. You can choose your gender, and you can choose if you want clothing, like clothes and costumes, or if you want nude and partially nude, because as weird as it sounds, nude figure studies is actually one of the best way to do figure studies, because you get a more accurate representation of the human body. And then the interval part. And the interval part isn't really that important. It really just depends on how comfortable you are. So I'm going to start right now going into blind contour studying. So basically what blind contour studying is when you don't pay attention to what you're doing on the page and you just look at what you're drawing. And basically what this idea does is it prepares you for for referencing art, because you're not always looking at the page when you draw. You're kind of looking back and forth between each, and it's not made to look exactly like what you're drawing, just like a basic idea of it. So like this don't look anything like the picture that I'm seeing right now, and I can tell you that right now. But it's a good way to practice. Hey, young Willow, we're doing anatomy tutorials. Alright, I put it a bit too long for me. The intervals, I usually go around 10 to 20 seconds, but I went with 60. And I don't need that much time. So, yeah, this doesn't look anything like what's going on my computer right now. But the whole point of it is just to get a basic image of what you're looking at on the reference. Can y'all see what I'm doing? I think y'all can. All right. And as you get better, you may up the interval and really focus on more details, because I've seen some people who can draw really well without looking at their paper at all. I cannot do that, obviously, no matter how often I draw like this. Like does that... hold up, I'm actually show y'all. So you see, you got that beautiful little scribble compared to that. And it doesn't look anything like it. And that's okay, because it's blind contour studies. It's just made as a... I accidentally turned off my phone. Yep. Okay. Yeah, but basically, blind contour studying is not in any way, shape, or form made to make your art exact. What it's made to do is, it's made to warm you up to get ready for looking at different references and different poses. You don't need to worry about that. So that's step one. For at least 5 to 10 minutes every day, I'll do blind contour studies, whether it's from Quickposes, or sometimes I'll do something as simple as a stuffed animal or my coffee mug. It's just to get me in that mindset. So now, let's go to a clean page here. Hey, Rose. All right. Let's see who I missed. Hello, Sares. Already said hello to you, Taylor. Yeet. All right. I don't know if I want to show you guys my screen, because it takes a lot of effort. I feel like I missed a lot of things in the chat, so let me just go through here real quick and see. Oh, Kai from the Discord server. Yeah, sure. Yeah, mood. I want to be a credit card. How many inches are in 7... What? Okay, getting back into this. So that's just how... Logan, you missed the warm-up part. You missed the warm-up, dude. But... So after I do time practices with blind contour study, I'll go ahead and I'll go back and do blind contour practice. Sorry, I'll go back and I'll do a timed practice again. Again, this is on Quickposes. I really recommend this website. I go over to timed practice again, and basically I kind of do the same thing, except I actually look at what I'm drawing. And this right here, this is a figure study. This, again, is not going to be accurate in any way, shape, or form. So we got the head, body, and what I want to do with the legs. And then you kind of just build off from there. And again, these are not made to be exact either. You don't need to, like, really what you want to focus on when you're practicing this part is the proportions of everything. You don't need to worry about anything else. You don't need to worry about being super exact. It's just the proportions. And that's what a figure study is for. It's not necessarily to draw perfectly, but just to draw so that you understand what's going on. I don't think you guys can understand what's going on in this, because I am a horrible figure study person. But deal with it. Yes, it's a fidget spinner. Shut up. What don't you understand, Echo? Maybe I can help you out. Yes, Dad? Alright, give me a second here, guys. Yes, Dad? Alright. Hold on. Yes. Sorry, guys. Whew. My parents are going to parent-teacher conferences today, and I am very worried. Okay. So how to head shape. I'm not doing head shapes in this tutorial. I apologize. Because, honestly, I barely understand head shapes. Well, actually, that's a lie. I can go over it briefly. Yeet. Figure study. Isn't that great? If you, yes, young Willow, that is a very good observation there. If you do spend, I wouldn't say 20 to 30 minutes, because that is a bit extreme for doing these. Basically what this is made to do is help you warm up for when you're actually doing your piece. But if you do, what I did was I did figure studies for at least 10 minutes every day for a year, and it improved my work exponentially. So like 20 to 30 minutes is pretty long, but yes, that is final answer. Yes. Like the way I do the skeletons. Oh, that's a weird one. I don't want that. That guy has a pee-pee. Ooh, that's hot. Hold up, I'm gonna save this. And another thing I love about this is that I hoard references in a folder. I just steal it from this website and I keep it in my reference sheets for when I want to do something later on. So you got the shoulder and the line showing the action of the body. And from there you draw the head, you do the shoulder, and you work in them curves. Yeah, this is still looking like my blind contour practice. But again, the point with figure studies is not to be accurate, it's just practice. With these, you don't need to worry about being accurate. You could accurate. Why does your hand remind me of a worm eating a gummy worm? Snottalex. What? Oh, that's what skeleton is backwards. Okay. So we have that, and actually I'm gonna break down that step for you because I kind of just whizzed through that. So when can you see? I want to make sure y'all can see what I'm doing. Okay. So when you want to do your figure study, you start out with your circle. And this circle be your head. Break it up into where the half is and where the head is. I'm doing this straight on, and I'm gonna show y'all for females. Generally, it's more, I do more of a teardrop shape. Softer cheeks, because female, unless you're like Maleficent, you ain't gonna have strong cheekbones. Oh God, I am really sorry. Like I said, I'm recording from my phone. If you watch this on the phone, it looks a lot better, but like, hold on. No, I don't want to share. Boy, that's not what I want. Yeah, I can't change the DPI or the resolution, so bear with me. Yeah, exactly. You gotta watch it on the phone for it to look good. I'm really sorry. So yeah, you got head shape. And then from there, I'll usually like draw a line to express the action that I want. In this case, they're standing up and down. You put in the neck. And from here, it gets really confusing as to how my process is. I always remember that from the neck, there is these weird little muscle things that come off. And from those weird little muscle things, you got your nice collarbones that don't exist. Collarbones don't exist. It's a lie. And then your shoulders. Now, mind you, this is probably anatomically incorrect. I'm not really using a reference. I feel like the head may be a bit too big. And if you want to represent your shoulders right here, you can put 2 circles. No, Wilson, go away. Don't tell everyone. And I don't really feel like drawing boobies right now, so I'm gonna just draw this weird this shape right here. And if you look at the male part, they're also gonna have this shape. They just don't have the nice round boob. Will this be reposted? Yes, it's gonna be up for people to watch. And depending on what kind of girl you draw, you may have the hourglass waist or the pear. I think we'll keep her at pear. She get them curves. Hella curves. And we're just gonna break that down. The waist, I know, is 2 parallel lines. No. No. The waist is curvy, because it's a female. And then this kind of represents the crotch area, you know. You got that nice V. And hips. And that is female anatomy for you. Now, if you want to go into male, and again, this is just how I do my figure studies. This isn't, well, this is kind of how I do my basic sketches too. How does one do chub? Rose, Lex, I'm gonna be flat out with you. I don't know how to do chub. Well, actually, this is kind of a chunky form, so maybe if I just go like that, there. You got a little chub fold. And a belly button. Yoink. She is thick. What the heck are you talking? Do you want her to be, like, extra thick? Like, boom? I don't know what you want from me, yo. Hold up. I want to see if I can do something to help you guys out that are watching this on the computer. Full screen this. Settings. Quality. No. 480? 720? So I think what'll help is if you manually go through and change the setting to 720. Yeah, because right now for some reason the quality is automatically set to 144p. If you're on the computer, set it to 720p and it'll make things look a lot better. Okay. And then arms. So for arms, you see how I drew this line right at the waist? The elbow is going to come down to the waist, and then your hand is going to come down to about mid-thigh. Just like that. Except not as slender, mini, and creepy. I think I actually made that a bit too low. So then you got hand. Elbow joint. Elbow joint. Hand. That's the basic for the female upper body. I don't know how to draw legs. So we're gonna ignore legs. I now see 4 dimensions with 720p. A lot of my art friends find female anatomy easier, but I've always found male easier. Yeah, I've always found female anatomy easier, and that's just because growing up when I was watching anime, I tended to try to draw females more often. I didn't really enjoy drawing guys for don't ask me. I like drawing hunks now, but like before, no bueno. Alright, so going off to the male proportions here, you got a nice head. We're going to start out the same way, where you get that nice lines going on to show mid-face and eyes. And for guys, I keep the jaw strong, kind of like that. See, where this is more teardropped and smooth, the guys tend to have rougher angles on their faces. And like I said, that's because I like drawing really hunky guys. I don't know why. Lego, my ego. No, it's my ego. I used to take art seriously. Mood. Alright. So for the guys, you gotta get that nice strong neck going. Same deal where you're gonna start out with that nice little thing coming off. I don't know what this muscle is called. I just know that like from your neck, you have like this weird you have this weird thing and it connects to your collarbones and then you have your shoulders. Wilson, you can draw. Actually, Lex, no. Do not apply this to your chibi art. What you want to do is you want to practice realism, and from practicing realism, develop your own style. It sounds really weird, but doing real-life studies can help your anatomy in your chibi styles and in your cartoon styles more and more every day, rather than the proportions looking weird. So same thing, we're going to draw that nice line. Get them... Actually, I want to make... he gonna be a wide boy. Y'all seen Ben Swallow? He gonna be Ben Swallow. Alright, so you got them collarbones. I hate collarbones. And male shoulders, from what I've noticed, tend to be a bit more round. You see? You got that nice bod. It's called the connecty necky muscle. You know what? That's what we're going to call it. That connecty necky muscle. I agree with you on that, Echo. This scientific terms right here, guys. Okay. And you got your circles, because he has shoulders. Or do he? I don't know. Do shoulders exist? Today we're gonna learn the connecty necky muscle. Alright. And same thing, like how I drew over here, that nice square to show where her chest is gonna go. I'm gonna do that over here on this guy. And he gonna have some nice man titty. Because you don't like some nice man titty. God, that's too square for my liking. See, y'all remember the days when I couldn't even think about drawing guys. Nip nop. Okay. And see, guys' chests are weirder than girls'. Depending on how small the girls' boobs are, they're not gonna come completely like away like this. But for guys, generally, unless they have like really flabby man boobs, you're gonna have the pecs, and then you're gonna be able to see the lats a little bit. I think I'm drawing him at an angle, actually, on accident. I'm used to drawing guys at an angle. But you're probably gonna see a little bit of lats. And guys are shaped like Doritos. Like, I don't know if you've noticed that, but have you seen Michael Phelps? Dorito. Do bones exist? No, bones do not exist. More Science by Kylie. And so you got that. The waist is probably going to be around here. And crotch. Yeet. So that's kind of the basic fundamental shapes of males and females. Now notice girls have more like a want. I can't really draw with the way that my tripod is in the way. And men will be more like that. Guys don't have the curvy figure of girls. Yes, girls are shaped like Mountain Dew. This is a fact. Alright, and you see, when I drew that triangle, it actually worked out really well, because right here, you're gonna see this guy's V-line, and guys, whether you got them thick muscles or not, you're gonna have some sort of V-line. I think I made him a bit too chunky for my taste, but whatever. And then, y'all know the deal with abs. They just kinda, yes, six-pack, boom. Male anatomy, y'all. You're welcome. I don't know what NGL means. If you know those two basic body shapes Kai showed, you'll easily learn the other body types. Sarah's, you are right. Sarah, you are right. Ugh, I'm dying. Dorito men are the best men. Delicious. Okay. I don't know where to continue with this. Alright, so I showed y'all my blind contour study. Okay, so I really want you guys to remember to do blind contour studies at least, like, just do 4 of them every day. And it'll help you get better at using references. As for figure studies, you should be doing those every day no matter what you're drawing. Whether you're drawing cartoons, or whether you're drawing realism, anime, doesn't matter what you're drawing. You really do have to work on anatomy no matter what art style you're doing. Because without proper anatomy, the drawings just don't flow as smooth as they should. They look a lot more stiff, and sometimes they just don't look right. I don't mean to be mean there, but it's true. Sometimes they just don't look right. And yeah, I don't think that I have anything else to say. Hold on. All right, yeah, 30 minutes. I think that's more than enough time to call it good. Do you guys have any questions for me before I shut this down? Hello, TMNT lover. You know, I feel really bad. Alexis wanted to join the stream. Can I draw a pineapple? God damn it. Pineapple. Oh yeah, also this pencil, it writes in color, right? But look, it also erases. Like, how cool is that, yo? Alright, pineapple. Let's see what we got. I have a pen. What do you have to say to someone who needs inspiration to stop procrastinating? Literally, do figure studies or do blind contour drawings. It will, like, honestly, that's what I do anytime I feel like I can't draw. I just do a little bit of those, and it kind of gets me in the mood to start creating, especially when I come across a really nice reference that I'm like, you know, I know what character would look perfect in this, and it's usually Hanzo or McCree. Booga booga. No, you don't slap yourself every time you start procrastinating. You practice, and practicing will make you want to draw, trust me. Okay. Is that really all the questions y'all have for me? Did I explain everything good enough for y'all? I got a message. I'm not gonna draw a car! Do you guys have any advice on an art block? I think that's the same thing where you can't really get the mood to practice. But let's break down what an art block is. You have two things with an art block. One, you literally just can't find any inspiration to draw. Everything you draw kind of, like, you know, it's, okay. First thing, you don't know what to draw. You don't really have inspiration to draw. If that's the kind of art block you have, I recommend creating a folder of your favorite artists or your favorite art pieces, and anytime you feel like that, just go through that folder and get inspired, because, like, I know anytime I look at Ross Draws or Sakimi-chan, I just want to dive right back into art no matter what mood I'm in. So keeping a inspirational folder like that is really useful for getting out of an art block. The second type of art block you may have is you feel like everything you create is trash. Nothing is good enough. It sucks. That's actually really good for your development right there. What that means is that you are recognizing mistakes in your art, and you realize that you're not at the level that you want to be at. And that's what every artist grows through. It's a learning curve, and it's how we progressively become better. In order to overcome that, I highly recommend just jumping in and practicing what you think is wrong with your piece. Like, if you don't want to draw anymore because you think your head shapes are bad, or you don't like the way you're doing certain poses, jump into doing practices at like practice like this, and it should get you back and flowing. And the more you practice, the better you're gonna get, and the more satisfied you're gonna feel with your art, and gradually you'll come out of that art block. That kind of art block is unavoidable for everyone, as much as it sucks. But you kind of just gotta push through it and realize that you will get there one day. What should we do if we become brain dead on ideas? Make an inspirational folder, or literally pick 3 items in your room and create something out of those 3 words. I know that's what I did this week. Cool thing. Oh yeah, like Lex said, looking up challenges online if you don't have an idea of what to draw is a good idea. What do you do if you know your piece sucks but you can't tell what's wrong? That's where you go to a trusted friend. I'm not gonna say go online and be like, hey, critique me, because usually when you do that, like, people will either butcher your art or they don't give proper critiques. You have those people that will be like, hey, like, really nice about it and give you proper criticism, but most of the time when you're online, people are just assholes. Like, there's no way around it. People online are jerks. So if you have, like, a trusted friend, whether they're an artist or not, just ask them, hey, I just made this, what do you think looks wrong? And usually they'll give you a pretty honest opinion of it. What do you want to do when you want to draw, but you don't want to at the same time? I think that's a form of art block where, like, you don't really just want to get up and do it. And I'm going to say, depending on how serious you take art, will make you get up and, like, force yourself to draw so that you can get better. And that's the important thing here, is getting better. How do you know if someone is giving you the correct type of criticism on your art? So I just made a post about criticism on Google Plus today. You know, criticism isn't really facts. It's a form of opinion. When someone gives you criticism, like, say, if someone says, oh, the angle of her face looks a bit off, another person may come in and say, yo, the angle of the face in your drawing is perfect. Nice job with that. Really, it's up to the artist to see if they agree with the criticism. An artist is allowed to disagree with a critique. I know that when people critique my work, sometimes I'm like, I don't know if you're just saying that because you want to say something, or if it's actually true, because sometimes I don't agree with what people are saying. And that's okay. If you're an artist and someone gives you a critique, you don't have to agree with that critique. It's really about your feeling. If you feel that you did mess up on that part, then yeah, hey, go back and fix it or work on it more. But again, it's just that feeling of, do I agree with this person or not? What do you do when someone keeps copying your art? I would block them, and I would ignore them. Because if somebody's copying your art, I mean, if you've already tried talking to them about it and saying like, hey, can you please stop? And they're not stopping, then that's just on them, you know? You just gotta kind of let it go and do their own thing. Eventually they're gonna get nailed hard if they continue copying a bunch of people's work. But as long as people know that that's your original art, they're not gonna follow that artist because they know that it's... What if that person copying you is your BFF? So pull them to the side and tell them, hey, can you not? Like, just flat out be like, you know, I know that we're both artists, but don't. How do you know? Isn't there a way to let your printer scan? There is a way to do that, or you could do it with your phone. I'm planning on doing a tutorial on that later on this week. What do you do if you draw something and someone else draws the same thing and they're better and you get really jealous? Okay, so I understand that. That happened to me this week, actually, and it's why I've been drawing so vigorously and have been pissed off. I haven't been showing you guys that I'm pissed off, but a lot of my friends at school have known, okay, Kai's mad, let's back it up here. Basically, it was a piece that I was really proud of, and I showed it off, and after asking for criticism from them, they decided to turn around and draw that piece in their own style, and it looked really, really, really nice. And I was mad. I was jealous. I actually blocked that person for a while, but you know what? It's up to someone if they want to, you know, purposely break you down, or if they're just inspired by your art. Like, it really is a shitty feeling, though, when you put so much hard work into something and someone comes in and just, you know, copies it and tries to claim it, you know, better than yours. Personally, I'm still dealing with that problem right now. I'm trying to let it go. I think that's the best thing that you can do, is move on and say, I'm never going to do that to another person because I will never stoop to that level. That's the big thing. Make sure that if someone does try bringing you down like that, that you don't turn around the next day and try doing the same thing to them. It's kind of like a bullying situation. You kind of just got to ignore it and move on, and eventually they're not going to do that again. What if you're a shy person and you're nervous about confronting your friend? If you're a shy person and you're nervous about confronting them, you kind of just gotta live with it then. Because if you don't confront them, nothing's gonna improve. That's the big thing here. Alright, I do believe that is all the time that I have for today. I hope this tutorial helped you guys out a lot. Share it around, like, subscribe, all those cool things. And I'll see y'all in the next live stream. Stay artsy, everyone.